Here's one of the sneaky little ways that studies lie to you. They fucking blatantly lie to you and make you seem like an idiot. You think you're smart because you're you're regurgitating some study, but no, they're taking you for a fool. And it's not from me. Don't worry, you're not listening to a retard here. This is from Stuart Ritchie in Science Fictions. I wanted to explain this little example, something that is relevant to publication bias. It's called p-hacking, and p-hacking comes in two flavors. One of the flavors, a bit more subtle, it's called rehypothesizing. So in order to get a paper published, the p-value needs to be lower than 0.05 for there to be statistical significance. And that means that the result you came to didn't happen just by chance. You know, it didn't happen just by accident. And this is actually pretty hard to achieve, especially in psychology, where it's just a bunch of BS, random theories that are not true at all. A lot of pseudoscience. And so what these people do, they get these results and they see that, well, we're not coming to the conclusion that we theorized. Well, maybe we should adjust it a little bit, right? So they start changing it. Instead of just taking all the people, let's just take the data from the men. Or let's just take the data from the women. You know, they make all these little adjustments. That's called rehypothesizing until they get a p-value that's lower than 0.05 and there's statistical significance, and then they could get it published, right? And then they could get it published. But there's an even crazier one, and it's called harking. It's called harking. That's where you conduct these studies, right? Get this. You conduct the studies with no hypothesis. No hypothesis. You look at the studies and then you try to conclude the hypothesis afterwards. You try to come up with the hypothesis after the fact. Isn't that awesome, guys? Yeah, so an analogy to help understand this is like the Texas sharpshooter, you know? The guy who shoots at a barn, random places, and then he goes to paint the bullseye on it afterwards. Hey guys, look, I hit the bullseye everywhere. This is what goes on in science. Publication bias. Stop blindly trusting all these studies and listening to these people who try to seem smart on YouTube by citing these studies, which are often a result of publication bias. Look at this. Why is there a gap right here in the published studies? This is how it should look. Smaller studies at the bottom, so there's larger discrepancy in the effect size. Some really big, some really small, right? But the really small ones, in reality, are missing. Where did they go? They go in the file drawer. They don't get